Hey, welcome to today's Chef Rant. It's really not a rant since this one's dropping the day before Thanksgiving. Uh, the holidays are never an easy time for a lot of people, and it's especially difficult for those of us in the restaurant business. So today is more about just showing some love. So I want to show some love because one, it's not an easy time of year. Work is really going to be picking up more than it ever has this year, if it already hasn't. And this is also the time of year where the guests coming in become more assholes. I will never forget. This is the time of year our complaints and our comps doubled like overnight, and it's just the time of year. Everybody's having a tough time. You think the holidays, it's happy time, but there's a lot of stress out there, and it's hard to not feel that, both from the guest and personally yourself, as you want to be with your families. And I know there's people out there right now that they can't be with some of their families, and they also have some family that's not doing so hot. So when your family's sick or in a hospital in this time of year, it's even harder. So right now, wherever you're at, just look up and just say thank you. Just say it and mean it. You don't have to worry about what you're saying thank you for, but just the act is going to help a little bit. And the next part is in your mind, or write it down. Prefer to write it down and say it as well. You can say it to the people around you, or you can just say it to yourself later. But say what you're grateful for, and I know it's the very Thanksgiving, cliche. What are you thankful for? But it is important to be thankful and be gracious. So what are you thankful for? If you don't do this now, it would be a great time to start. So this would be a great time to start a gratitude journal. There's apps out there you can download, and just in the morning, you can just type in a couple. If you're more of a pen and paper person, just get a small notebook and just start in. And every day, start by writing in what you're grateful for. Write in 2 or 3. Doesn't have to be that many. If it's only one, that's okay. And then before you go to bed, same thing. Write at least one item in there that you're grateful for. And the reason I suggest doing 2, one in the morning, one at night, is it helps set the mood for the day. It helps remind you that it's not as bad as you think. And then at night, before you go to bed, because you probably just had a pretty rough day, and you need something to remind you as well that, hey, you know what? Life is pretty good. So I'll go ahead and start it off. Man, I am thankful for having an amazing wife and family that is very loving for me. They put up with a lot of shit in my life, especially with the restaurant business and missing birthdays, anniversaries, personal birthdays and anniversaries, but they've never complained. They've always been there. And even then, when there's been some tension in the house, my kids are the first ones to come up and say, hey, are you okay? They want to give me a hug or want to snuggle. And I am so grateful for them. I don't think they realize what they're necessarily doing or what it means yet. Hopefully in their later in life they do. But I'm grateful for them. So, what are you grateful for? So, thank you all very much. I appreciate you all listening. If you haven't already, please go onto Apple Podcast, leave a 5-star review, and then leave a comment. And I will be very grateful for you for that one. I need you to help me out. So please help us out. Please help me out. Please help the show out and leave a review. Hey, so whether it's this holiday season or just any time, if you need someone to talk to, but you just feel alone, ashamed, scared, there are services out there that can help you out. There's people they're ready to talk to you. If you're in the U.S. and Canada, text HOME, HOME, to 741-741. If you're in the UK, text Burnt Chef, BURNTCHEF, to 85258. Anytime, day or night, 24/7. You'll get a response from a trained volunteer within 5 minutes. And the service is free and confidential. So there's no reason for you not to reach out to somebody. The Burnt Chef is a fantastic resource that I just recently discovered. Take a look at their website. It's theburntchefproject.com. Look under support, and you can see there's going to be information there from support services. There's a well-being app, as well as there's just some education and awareness to help you, not just in the immediate, but for your future as well.